For 15 years, Brio Italian Grill was more than just a restaurant at Crabtree Valley Mall. It was a Raleigh landmark. With its warm lights and inviting patio at the mall's main entrance, Brio became a go-to spot for families, friends, and couples. It struck a balance, a little fancy but always comfortable. Birthdays, anniversaries, or just a post-shopping meal, Brio was woven into the city's social fabric. The grand Tuscan-inspired decor and white tablecloths made every meal feel special. You'd see families celebrating, friends laughing over wine, and couples on date nights. Brio brought a taste of Italy to the heart of a bustling shopping center. Its location at one of Raleigh's busiest malls made it a constant in an ever-changing world. The patio buzzed on sunny days, while inside, the lively atmosphere and aroma of fresh bread welcomed all. For many, a mall trip wasn't complete without a stop at Brio, even if just for a drink at the bar. What set Brio apart was its consistency. The menu offered classic Italian favorites, pasta, flatbreads, steak, always prepared with care. Friendly, professional service made guests feel at home. Brio became a tradition for Raleigh families, a place where memories were made. Its presence at the mall was a comforting constant. In a world of change, Brio was always there. The staff's hospitality and the restaurant's welcoming atmosphere made every visit memorable. Brio's legacy is not just in its food, but in the moments it hosted. It was a cornerstone of the community's social life. Now its absence is deeply felt by all who knew it. Brio was more than a place to eat. It was a place to belong. Its story is one of connection, celebration, and lasting memories. The end came suddenly. One day Brio was bustling, the next it was gone. A simple sign on the door thanked Raleigh for 15 years, announcing the restaurant's permanent closure. No farewell week, no final toast, just darkness inside and an empty patio. Employees learned on a Sunday it was their last day. Customers with reservations were left in the lurch. Social media went silent, and Brio's name vanished from the mall directory. For a place so full of life, the ending was shockingly quiet. The abruptness left the community confused and saddened. There was no chance for a last meal or a proper goodbye. The sign offered gratitude, but no real explanation. Loyal customers and staff were left with unanswered questions. Why did it close so fast? What happened behind the scenes? The lack of information fueled speculation and disappointment. Photos of the closed doors spread quickly online, uniting the city in shared disbelief. The restaurant's tables and chairs remained, but the spirit was gone. Brio's sudden departure was more than a business closing. It felt like losing a friend. The empty space at the mall entrance became a symbol of loss. It was a stark reminder of how quickly things can change. For over a decade, Brio was a constant. Now, it's just a memory. The community struggled to process the abrupt goodbye. The end of Brio marked the end of an era for Raleigh diners. News of Brio's closing hit Raleigh hard. Social media filled with memories, first dates, rehearsal dinners, birthdays. "This can't be true, and we were just there last week," echoed online. Brio was more than a restaurant, it was part of people's lives. Longtime customers mourned the loss of favorite dishes and familiar faces. One diner recalled celebrating every child's birthday at Brio. Now, that tradition was gone. The sudden closure left no chance for a final visit or a thank you to the staff. Sympathy poured out for employees who lost their jobs overnight. The community's grief was about more than food. It was about losing a place of comfort and connection. The lack of warning made the loss feel harsher. People wondered what Brio's closing meant for the mall and Raleigh's dining scene. If a busy, beloved spot like Brio could close, what did that mean for others? Nostalgia mixed with anxiety about the future. The outpouring of support showed just how deeply Brio was woven into Raleigh's fabric. Its absence left a gap in the city's heart. Brio's legacy lives on in the stories and memories shared by its loyal community. Brio's closure in Raleigh was part of a national trend. Its parent company, Food First Global Restaurants, filed for bankruptcy, shuttering dozens of Brio and Bravo locations. The challenges facing Brio are familiar to many casual dining chains. Fast casual spots offer speed and value, while independent restaurants bring unique local flair. Chains like Brio struggle to stand out in this crowded landscape. Mall-based restaurants are especially vulnerable as online shopping reduces foot traffic. Brio's fate was tied to the mall's success, and both faced headwinds. The decline of traditional malls and changing consumer habits created a perfect storm. Even a busy, well-loved restaurant wasn't immune. Corporate financial woes and shifting tastes proved too much. Brio tried to adapt, but for many locations it was too late. The empty tables in Raleigh mirror a national story. The restaurant business is tougher than it looks from the outside. To understand Brio's appeal, compare it to other Italian chains like Macaroni Grill and Maggiano's. Macaroni Grill is casual and family-friendly, with a playful vibe and paper-covered tables. Maggiano's is all about abundance, family-style platters, big celebrations, and a bustling atmosphere. Brio found its own niche, more refined than Macaroni Grill, more intimate than Maggiano's. Its Tuscan-inspired decor and plated dishes offered approachable elegance. Brio was perfect for business lunches, date nights, or family gatherings. The food was classic Italian, prepared with care and presented beautifully. Service was attentive, making every guest feel special. Brio balanced sophistication with accessibility. It wasn't about overwhelming portions or casual fun, it was about quality and experience. This unique positioning made Brio a favorite for many. Its loss is felt by those who valued its particular charm. Brio was the backdrop for countless Raleigh memories. First dates, graduations, annual holiday dinners. Life's milestones played out at its tables. The food, the atmosphere, the familiar staff, all became part of people's personal stories. The emotional connection ran deep. Brio felt like a neighborhood spot, even in a busy mall. Longtime employees remembered regulars by name and favorite orders. This personal touch turned meals into meaningful experiences. The closing feels like losing a piece of personal history. Social media is now filled with photos and stories, digital memorials to a beloved place. Brio's impact was more than culinary. It was about belonging. The memories made there will outlast the restaurant itself. Its legacy is in the joy, celebration, and connection it fostered. For 15 years, Brio was where memories were made. Now, only the stories remain. Raleigh will remember. Brio's closure reflects the transformation of American malls. Once the heart of suburban life, malls are now struggling as online shopping rises. Anchor restaurants like Brio once kept shoppers lingering, turning errands into outings. But fewer shoppers mean fewer diners. Malls are reinventing themselves as destinations for experiences. Movies, fitness, trendy eateries. Food courts are being upgraded, and new concepts are replacing old favorites. Established chains like Brio face tough competition from modern, buzzworthy spots. Malls want tenants that attract younger crowds and create excitement. A classic Italian restaurant may no longer fit the new vision. Brio's closing is a sign of this shift. The mall experience is evolving, and not every tradition survives. The end of Brio marks a new chapter for Crabtree Valley Mall. Brio's departure leaves a visible gap at Crabtree Valley Mall. Its prime location now sits empty, a reminder of changing times. The mall loses an upscale dining option, a place for celebrations and business lunches. Shoppers seeking a special meal have fewer choices. The empty storefront symbolizes the challenges facing retail and restaurants alike. If a busy, beloved spot like Brio can close, what does that mean for others? The mall must now decide what comes next, another classic restaurant or a trendy new concept. Whatever fills the space will shape the mall's future. Brio's legacy sets a high bar for its successor. The decision will define the next era of dining at Crabtree. Brio's closure is bittersweet, but Raleigh's dining scene keeps evolving. New restaurants bring fresh flavors and ideas, keeping the city's food culture vibrant. The loss of a favorite spot reminds us to cherish and support local businesses. Brio's legacy lives on in the memories of those who celebrated life's moments there. It was more than a restaurant. It was a community hub and a source of comfort. The stories shared by loyal customers are a testament to its impact. As new places open, the space Brio once filled will start a new story. But for many, that corner of Crabtree Valley Mall will always echo with Brio's warmth. Raleigh says farewell, grateful for the years of good food and great memories.